पॉपुलर डिमांड, कईयों ने बोला था. नाउ Thai curry जो मैं अपने घर में बनाती हूँ, for some reason my family loves it, my son loves it, my dadu, not my dadu, my son's dadu, as in my father-in-law absolutely loves it and says कि काफी रेस्टोरेंट से ज्यादा अच्छा मैं बनाती हूँ. तो ये सिंपल 15 मिनट में बनने वाली रेसिपी है. तो आज मैं वेज वर्जन भी दिखा रही हूँ, नॉन वेज वर्जन भी दिखा रही हूँ, ताकि कोई मुझसे नाराज ना हो. ठीक है, मैं सबको खुश कर रही हूँ. एंड उसके साथ थोड़ा जैस्मिन राइस है जो मैंने ऑलरेडी बॉईल करके रखा है. आई वुड हाईली रेकमेंड जैस्मिन राइस as an accompaniment with Thai curry, because it has a creamy flavor and texture which takes you to that restaurant level. तो कई लोग रेगुलर राइस जब खाते हैं तो उनको वो फील नहीं आता, अरे वो रेस्टोरेंट वाली फील नहीं आ रही है. तो इट्स बिकॉज द राइस इज ऑल्सो रॉन्ग. एंड नाउ आई विल टेल यू हाउ वी मेक द Thai curry. नाउ मुंबई में तो ये वो मेरा थाई मसाला का पैकेट, हाँ, ये थाई मसाला का पैकेट बहुत आसानी से मिल जाता है. You get all these aromatics which are really essential for making Thai curry. These are lime leaves. Okay, ये ऐसे दिखते हैं, नींबू के पत्ते. अब ये अगर आपको ना मिले, आई अंडरस्टैंड कि बहुत सारे शहरों में आपको शायद ये ना मिले, तो मैं आपको थोड़े बहुत जो सब्स्टिट्यूट हो सकते हैं वो बता रही हूँ. सो ये लाइम लीव्स, ये ताई लाइम लीव्स हैं. अगर ये आपको ना मिले, काफिर लाइम्स भी बोलते हैं इनको, आप रेगुलर नींबू का पत्ता तो हर शहर में हर जगह मिलता है, यू कैन यूज दैट. लेमन ग्रास, ये है लेमन ग्रास. ये अगर आपको ना मिले तो यू विल बी कॉम्प्रोमाइजिंग ऑन द फ्लेवर. ये इस तरह से आता है और कैसे काटते हैं वो भी मैं आपको दिखाऊंगी. इसी में बस आज मैं टाइम लूंगी कि किस तरह से ये डिफरेंट एरोमेटिक्स को काटते हैं, बिकॉज जो कुकिंग का प्रोसेस है वो बहुत ही आसान है. ये गलंगल है. गलंगल को छील के उसे काटना होता है. कैसे काटना होता है मैं बताऊंगी. अगर आपको गलंगल ना मिले तो आप रेगुलर जिंजर यूज कर सकते हैं, बट प्लीज नो दैट आपको वो वाली जो फ्लेवर है, जो गलंगल की जो फ्रेशनेस है, बेसिकली दिस इज फ्रेश जिंजर, वो फ्लेवर नहीं मिलेगा, बट इट्स नॉट बैड. ऑलराइट, पी ऑबरजीन्स, दीज आर पी ऑबरजीन्स. ये हिंदी में क्या कहते हैं मुझे नहीं पता, लेकिन ये भी बहुत ही एसेंशियल पार्ट होता है थाई करी का. नहीं मिले तो इसके लिए कोई सब्स्टिट्यूट नहीं है अनफॉर्चुनेटली. एंड रेड चिलीज तो सब जगह मिलती हैं. ये छोटी छोटी रेड चिलीज हर जगह आपको मिलेंगी. सो आई रेकन कि आप ये ले लो. कोई भी, अगर ये बर्ड्स आई चिली भी ना मिले, थोड़ी बड़ी वाली भी लाल चिली फ्रेश मिले, तो आप उसे यूज कर सकते हो. एंड लास्ट बट नॉट द लीस्ट, बेसिल लीव्स. दिस is the most important part of this recipe. Okay, it is the most important ingredient, and this ingredient goes right in the end. Remember that. इसे आप शुरू में अगर आपने डाल दिया तो एक तो काले पड़ जाएंगे, दूसरा वो जो खुशबू वो देते हैं वो देंगे और वो उड़ जाएगी. So you have to be very careful that this will go right in the end. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to cut them, but before that I'm going to do a little work. ये जो chicken है इसे मैंने पतले पतले इस तरह पीसेस में काटे हैं. नाउ आई वांटेड टू शो यू द कटिंग, बट इफ आई हैड शोन यू दैट इट वुड हैव टेकन अ रियली लॉन्ग टाइम, सो आई हैव नॉट शोन यू. बेसिकली व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू टेल यू, इसलिए आपको जो चिकन के स्लाइसेस हैं उन्हें थोड़ा डायगनली काटिए एंड यूज ओनली लेग एंड थाई पीसेस इफ यू कैन हेल्प इट, बिकॉज इट्स it takes a longer time to cook, which is the good thing, and it absorbs all the flavors, and it has a bit of fat which really provides a lot more flavor to our green curry. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm just, can you see? No, you can't. So here, now I guess you can see. तो इसमें मैं डाल रही हूँ, वाह वाह, ये क्या कटिंग हुई है. इसमें मैं डाल रही हूँ, तो मैं थाई करी पेस्ट यूज करती हूँ because I feel कि in spite of the aromatics, it's important to use the Thai paste. ये आप किसी भी ब्रांड का यूज कर सकते हैं, बट आई लाइक दिस नमजाय एंड आई ऑल्सो लाइक ब्लू एलिफेंट. बट अभी मार्केट में काफी सारे आ गए हैं ब्रांड्स, तो आपको जो अच्छा लगे, जो आपके लिए करेक्ट स्पाइसीनेस कलर दे, यू कैन यूज दैट. सो मैंने यहाँ पे डाल दिया है थोड़ा सा पेस्ट. हल्का सा मैं नमक डालूंगी बिकॉज आई एम ऑल्सो गोइंग टू एड फिश सॉस. नाउ फिश सॉस इज अ रियली इंपॉर्टेंट इंग्रेडिएंट of the Thai curry, of this Thai curry, so it's really important to have it. अब आप ये टिपारोज करके है, पर आप अगेन कोई भी ब्रांड का यूज कर सकते हैं. तो यूजुअली मैं क्या करती हूँ, हल्का सा कोकोनट मिल्क भी इसमें डाल देती हूँ, बिकॉज द फैट अगेन प्रोवाइडेड बाय द कोकोनट मिल्क इज क्वाइट नाइस. हल्का सा कोकोनट मिल्क डाल के इसे मैं मिक्स कर देती हूँ. ऑलराइट, सो यू कैन सी इट. ये जो थाई करी पेस्ट है वो मैंने डाला है चिकन में. थोड़ा सा सॉल्ट, सम फिश सॉस एंड a little bit of coconut milk. Alright, so I'm just giving it a nice toss and keeping it aside. अब इसे कुछ मैरिनेट वगैरह करके आपको रखने की जरूरत नहीं है. मैंने इसे पहले इसलिए किया है बिकॉज आई एम गोइंग टू शो यू द कटिंग ऑफ द एरोमेटिक्स. इसलिए मैंने कहा थोड़ा सा कर देती हूँ. इट्स ओनली गोइंग टू एड टू इट. तो इसमें वो नहीं है कि आपको ओवरनाइट इसे करना है या 4-5 घंटे पहले करना है. नथिंग ऑफ दैट सॉर्ट इज नीडेड. ऑलराइट, जस्ट गोना गिव अ लिटिल वॉश टू माय हैंड. जैसे मैंने चिकन को साइड में कर दिया है. फिर वेजिटेबल्स के साथ क्या करना है वो भी मैं बताऊंगी. डोंट वरी, आई हैव ऑल द वेजिटेबल्स हियर रेडी. आई एम गोइंग टू बी पुट oops, let me just wash my hands first. When you touch non-veg, it is important कि आप अपना हाथ धो लें so that there is no cross contamination ever. So, all right. So here are the vegetables that I'm going to use. I'm going to use some broccoli. I'm going to use some snow peas. I'm going to use some mushrooms. Okay, and I'm going to use some peppers. रेड एंड येलो पेपर्स. यहाँ पे 10,000 इंग्रेडिएंट्स पड़ी हैं बिकॉज इसके बाद भी मैं काफी सारा खाना बनाने वाली हूँ. एंड आई एम ऑल्सो गोइंग टू एड सम वाटर चेस्टनट्स. जो मैंने टिन्ड वाटर चेस्टनट लिया है, मैं आपको दिखाती हूँ कैसा लगता है. ये जो सिंघाड़ा होता है ना, वो होता है ना, ये सिंघाड़ा है, लेकिन ये क्लीन्ड है एंड ये पानी में प्रिजर्व होके आता है. So it's softer and I'm guessing that it will be easier to cook. So water chestnuts is a very nice and a very great ingredient and very appreciated ingredient in Thai cuisine. So that's why I'm going to use this in my vegetables. So I'm going to come to the vegetables because vegetables are not going to take long and I will need the aromatics for all. So let me begin by showing you how to clean. So मैंने यहाँ पे एक portion जो मेरे aromatics हैं उनको धो के रखा है. ये जो पैकेट वाला है ये अलग है, ये मैं आपको सिर्फ दिखाना चाहती थी. तो I don't know why I couldn't have shown you. I wanted to show you the packaging in which it comes. Okay, so let's begin with the lemongrass. तो lemongrass का जो शुरू का हिस्सा होता है ना, जो ऊपर का जो covering होता है, उसे आप निकाल दीजिए because that's the hardest part. Now you left with this nice soft part. So all the dirty हिस्सा वो आप just chop it off and remove it. We don't need that. And this we cut it into pieces like this. Now earlier I used to sometimes even cut them round. One second, I just need a कचरे के लिए thing, a little container. तो पहले मैं उसे ना छोटे छोटे राउंड भी काटती थी, but I noticed that it comes into your mouth and these aromatics are only to provide you with flavor. They should not enter your mouth and you should not end up biting into them. Alright? So again, ये जो ऊपर का fibrous हिस्सा है वो इसमें निकल चुका है. Just going to remove one more part because I think it's a little thick here. And I'm going to snip these off into 1-inch pieces. Okay, and now this is the broadest part. तो ये जो broadest है उसे हम पहले divide करके फिर उसके pieces काट लेंगे. Okay, you need a nice sharp knife for this. I have taught you how to sharpen your knife. If you don't remember, please go back to the earlier video. इसको I will cut into 2 like this and then okay, ये जो excess है वो मैंने निकाल दिया. Okay, now let's come to galangal. तो ये galangal को I meant to first chillo it and all and keep, जो मैंने किया नहीं है, लेकिन कोई नहीं, मैं वो भी आपको दिखा देती हूँ. All the, you know, all the parts which are the hard parts. I mean, ginger to is hard all around, but you know the ends I like to just snip it off because somehow they tend to be a little more, you know, also collect a little dirt. So it's better to remove that part. Okay. Now Just to make life easier, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this into two. 1 second. Yeah. So what you have to do is you have to find a base. तो अब जब आप इसे दो में काट रहे हैं, you find a nice base. So then you snip it off or just cut it off. तो वो आपके हाथ को नहीं काटेगा. Alright? And then I want to make thin slices of it. Just going to remove some excess from here. Okay, so basically they are going to be thick slices. तो ये जब आपके करी में भी आएगा, आप you will easily see it and you will not eat it. So that's the whole idea behind cutting it like this. All right. So this is your galangal. It's already smelling so nice and fresh. And मैंने बोला जिनको नहीं मिलेगा, you can definitely try and use the. अब ये जो इतना बड़ा स्लाइस है, आप इसे ऐसे भी रख सकते हैं क्योंकि दिस लुक्स ब्यूटिफुल एंड अगेन इट विल नॉट कम इन एनीवन्स माउथ. ऑलराइट, सो जस्ट गोइंग टू रिमूव ऑल द kachra which I have cleaned up from here, and now I'm going to slice the rest of it also. Okay, so here's my galangal, here's my lemongrass, this is the excess part. अब ये जो pea aubergines हैं, ये जो छोटे छोटे हैं, we are going to keep them whole, but a few we are going to smash, okay, because that really adds the amazing, sweet bitter feel and aroma and taste to the gravy. So they will look like this. See, थोड़ा सा हमने बस smash कर लिया. Garlic is there. We're going to add some garlic also, and then we're going to add red chillies. Red chillies, spoken like a true Sardarni. Red chillies. Guys, don't get offended. I'm also a Sardarni, and I love making fun of myself. All right. In fact, घर में तो लोग बोलते हैं कि I have a split personality, because जब कैमरा ऑन होता है तो मैं एकदम अलग से बात करती हूँ और घर में मैं बहुत ज़्यादा कैजुअल बात करती हूँ. तो मेरा बेटा कभी कभी कहता है, मम्मा, how do you completely transform when you come in front of the camera? So I'm like, it's not like I transform, it's just that आप बाहर वाले लोगों से जब मिलते हो तो थोड़ा सा तो you can't just be a jalli, which sometimes I am at home. Okay, now lime leaves. This is an important one, so you have to see how to cut it. तो इसका जो बीच का stem होता है उसे हमें निकालना होता है. तो what you have to do is just fold it like this, and then with the help of your knife you just snip off ये बीच का स्टेम. ओके, ये जो है, जो स्टेम है, वो मैंने निकाल दिया एंड उसे फेंक दिया. अब आप इसे ऐसे ही यूज कर सकते हैं या आप उसके पतले पतले स्लाइसेस काट सकते हैं इस तरह से, लाइक दिस. ओके, सो इट रियली इज योर चॉइस. एंड द खुशबू, ओ माय गॉड, इट ट्रांसपोर्ट्स यू टू थाईलैंड गाइस. सो यू रियली नीड टू ट्राई दिस रेसिपी. वैसे मैं आपको बताऊं, मेरा रिकॉर्ड है कि मैं 1 घंटे में पूरा थाई खाना बनाती हूँ. राइस, थाई करी, पड थाई नूडल्स एंड रॉ पपाया सैलेड, एंड वो सब आज बनेगा. लेकिन अब मैं आपसे बातें कर रही हूँ तो नेचुरली थोड़ा तो टाइम लगेगा, इसलिए मैं आपको सिर्फ आज थाई करी दिखा रही हूँ. सो बेयर विद मी. एंड द बेसिल लीव्स, लाइक आई सेड, आई वांट टू कम इन द एंड. सो विदाउट मच अडू, लेट्स बिगिन विद आवर प्रोसेस. I'm going to add a few more of these. Whoops. Pea aubergines are running away. Now you can use groundnut oil. You can use, any oil. But I have decided, or I have realized that using a very, very neutral oil, like perhaps a canola or a vegetable oil, is much better, because this curry is so flavorful that you don't want the oil to kind of take away from it. Just going to rinse my hands a little bit after cutting all of this, so just bear with me. And I'm back. Alright, so यहाँ मैंने pan on कर दिया है and I'm going to use oil. Now यहाँ पे मैं vegetable जो करी बना रही हूँ उसके लिए भी मैंने यहाँ पे एक pan रखा है. I'm adding some oil for the vegetables as well. Although the vegetables I have to still cut, but once I add the chicken to the Thai chicken curry, I'm going to start with the cutting of the vegetables. Alright, I will need a little more aromatics. So I'm going to put half here and half there. These red chilies you can put whole also, because आप जैसे ही उसे काटेंगे तो वो काफी spice impart करेगा. So you can just leave them whole as well. Okay. I'm using some more ginger. A little bit more oil. And so about 2 tablespoons of oil go in this. Alright, I am going to be taking your questions, guys, but I want to get the process going. And thank you. Hi, Chef Vilas. Hi. I don't want to start taking one person's name, otherwise others will get upset. But a quick hi to Moini, Blessed Bin, Stolika, Mac Nayak, Chicken Thai Curry, I assume. Yes, there's both Thai curries today, so all sides are going to be happy. No one is going to complain. So that is a good thing about today's session. It's Thai curry, veg and non-veg, and I'm cutting this. Ginger is much more pliable, easier to cut. I was struggling with the earlier one because it was hard. So कई बार ये जो fresh ginger होता है, it's not very fresh, so then it turns little hard to slice. But that's okay. You struggle with it, but you can use it because flavor was definitely अच्छा ही impart करता है once you have done chopping it. All right. So I'm taking the easy way out, where I'm just snipping off all the bahar ka chilka instead of sitting and chilloing it. Alright? So that's what we chefs, we cooks do. We find easy ways out to make our process quicker. Alright? So now let's begin with the process. So तेल गरम हो गया है, अब इसमें जाएगा थोड़ा सा garlic. So I'm going to be doing both simultaneously. So please watch. It is not just non-veg. यहाँ पे chicken हो रहा है और यहाँ पे veg हो रहा है. And मैं close up भी आपको दिखाऊंगी. I'll take the tripod close. So I've added some garlic to both. The process is really quite the same. Okay. I have 2 different spatulas, so veg is different and non-veg is different. यहाँ पे मैंने थोड़ा सा ज़्यादा garlic डाल दिया because यहाँ पे जो मेरी quantity है वो कम है, so I'm removing some of the garlic because I don't want it very garlicky. Whoopsie doopsie. Okay. चलो, अब garlic is done here. I'm going to add my aromatics to this. So some galangal, lemongrass, some red chillies, curry lime leaves. Same thing here. You can be as generous and as miserly as you want to be while doing this. And I, as you can see, have lost count of how much I have added in both. Ooh, my garlic is nice and brown. So today I'm going to get a nice garlicky feel in my... Okay, why are we wasting these? Let's add them. Here, baby. Let's add these. Okay, just a minute or 2 we have to saute. इसको कुछ खास पकाना नहीं है. Okay, just give it a bit of a toss and then we add our Thai curry paste to this. Alright? So where is my tablespoon? Here it is. So a nice big tablespoon, another big tablespoon, and one big tablespoon I've already added. So I'm adding a little more. So usually I go to about 3 to 4 tablespoons. Okay, just give it a gentle toss. Since the quantity over here is less, I'm adding just about 2 tablespoons in the veg curry. Alright? Okay, yes, I'm coming back to talking to you guys. Don't you worry. Just getting this started so that we don't run out of time and I have enough time to show you everything. Alright, up. Yes, hi Megha, hi. What am I making today? You don't know. I'm making Thai curry, veg and non-veg. So the chicken which I had prepared earlier will now go in. Now when you're doing the chicken, it's very important for you to know that it has to go in very, very high flame. Alright? So it has to be hot. Your pan has to be hot. And you add your chicken in very high flame over here. Alright? Okay, now what are we doing with the veggies? वहाँ पे veggies हो गए हैं, उसका जो मसाला है वो तैयार हो गया है, but I have just put it on very, very low flame so that I can get my vegetables prepped. Now what I'm doing is I'm taking out some broccoli. Okay, I've already cleaned it nicely and washed it. आपको broccoli, cabbage, cauliflower जब आप use करते हैं, you have to be particularly careful because they can have germs and कीड़ा in it which you do not want. So it's very, very important that you wash it very, very well. I'm not blanching it because ये पकेगा ही gravy में, so it will automatically get cooked very well. So you really don't need to blanch it from before and keep. Alright, so that's my broccoli. And my chicken is getting sauteed. मैं जो veg curry है वो थोड़ा ही बना रही हूँ, ज़्यादा नहीं बना रही हूँ. Chicken is going to be eaten by the family and the veg will be, but that will be an accompaniment. Okay, so here's some broccoli, here's some mushroom, and जब आप vegetables डालोगे, तो you have to go according to the hardness of the vegetables. So vegetables which take longer time to cook, you need to add those first. Alright. So ये जो mushrooms हैं, इनको मैं 1:2, not 1:2, 1:4 जो बड़े वाले हैं, उन्हें काट रही हूँ. ओके, ये जो छोटे बटन मशरूम्स जो छोटे छोटे हैं उनको मैं बिल्कुल नहीं काट रही हूँ. मैंने इन्हें साफ करके रखा है. And I think I have told you how to clean the mushroom. You should not wash it ideally because mushroom is like a sponge. Alright, so it absorbs all the moisture, all the pani inside and it becomes a little bland. So you don't need to do it. Alright, Sanjana, tofu aaya tha. So I'm also adding tofu to my veg Thai curry, which I have called for. And here are my red and yellow peppers, bell peppers, some snow peas. अब मैं exotic vegetables use कर रही हूँ, but feel free to use carrots, beans, gobi, even potatoes if you want to. Although I don't like potatoes in my veg curry. काट के दे देना please एक साइड से, फिर मैं उससे काट दूँगी. Extra firm है ना. Last time somebody had asked me what brand, so I don't really look at this brand, but this one is Morinu. मैंने जब tofu chili बनाया था, तो यहाँ से दोनों साइड से काटो, हाँ, और ध्यान से निकालना, उसमें पानी होता है. Alright, so इसे अब एक टॉस दे दिया है. अब इसे ज़्यादा पकाने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to add my coconut milk to this, and that's it. That's all you have to do. What I usually do is I add a tin of coconut cream and a tin of coconut milk. It is a lot more richer and it just gives much better flavor. But if you want, you can only use coconut milk. Alright? So, आप इसका जो फ्लेम है उसे कम करके आप पहले एक कैन कोकोनट क्रीम और फिर ओए हाँ ये सेपरेट हो गया, उसका पानी फेंकना। हाँ ये खराब है, ये कोकोनट मिल्क खराब है, दूसरा वाला दो। लकीली मैंने देख लिया, मतलब वो सेपरेट हो गया था वो दूसरा कैन। हाँ ये चेक करो, ठीक है। Now this is fine, coconut milk, and we add 1 can of coconut milk, and we just stir it. Okay. Oh, I should have shown you the close-up of this, which I haven't, but never mind. You will soon get to see it. Okay. Now, the thing is, इसे अब आप boil नहीं करेंगे. It should not be a rolling boil, because that's how, you know, what happens is you end up overcooking the chicken and you end up sometimes spitting the coconut milk. You just have to get it to a gentle simmer, and chicken बहुत जल्दी पक जाता है. Although, like I said, I have used leg and thigh, so it's you know, going to take its own little sweet time. But max to max in 10 minutes, your curry is going to be ready. And in the end, what we are going to add, you know. Alright, I'm going to also check the seasoning of it, and I'll see what else I need. What I most importantly need is this palm sugar, which I'm going to add little later. आपके पास palm sugar नहीं है, no problem. You can use regular sugar. You can use brown sugar. You can just use about any sweetener. You can even use honey actually if you want to. Alright, so my vegetables are ready. My tofu is ready. And my water chestnuts are ready. I'm going to just take out. I think I will need, yeah, coconut milk. क्या ये वाले खुले हैं तो ये यूज कर सकती हूँ. यहाँ तो एक खुले हैं, है ना, ये दो इसमें से यूज कर लेती हूँ. और मुझे एक कोकोनट क्रीम खोल दो, आधा कोकोनट क्रीम. Alright, so I'm going to take out water chestnuts and I'm going to cut them into 2 to 3, actually just 2 parts. So just 1 into 2, no, 1 into 4. They're still pretty big. You don't want a very big bite in your mouth. All right. Okay, I'm just gonna get this going, and then I'm gonna start chatting with all of you. Hello, hello, Abhinav. Hello, Rooney. Hello, Nitika. Next time I want Punjabi cuisine. Okay, Punjabi cuisine में की चाहिदा है मैनू दसो, मैं वही बनावांगी. हाँ. Anuma, what's cooking? I'm cooking Thai curry. I'm making Thai non-veg, which is chicken. You can make the same thing with prawns as well. And I'm making a veg Thai curry on the other side. So वहाँ मेरे aromatics और जो green curry paste है वो cook हो चुका है. So I'm just going to repeat the process. You take a little oil, you add some garlic to it, you saute it a little. उसके बाद जो aromatics है वो आप उसमें डालिए. उसमें पड़ता है Kafir lime leaves, some red chillies, bird eye chillies, some galangal, some lemongrass, and you just toss it up. Pea aubergine, they're all here. I'm going to show it to you again, and basil right in the end. These red fiery spices, okay, ये सब पड़ता है उसमें. उसके बाद जो green paste है वो डलता है. Just saute it just for a few seconds, maybe a minute, and then add your chicken or your veggies. तो chicken डल चुका है, यहाँ पे वो पक रहा है very 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 slow flame में, and यहाँ मैंने अपने vegetables को साफ कर लिया है. And I'm gonna, I also am adding some zucchini, so I'm gonna just cut that as well. In fact, I'm gonna use the yellows. Okay, never mind now. Let's just use this for the moment. I was going to add some yellow zucchini also to it, but okay, cream है. cream यहाँ पे पड़ा था 1 कप डब्बा, 2 क्रीम के डब्बे थे पक्का, मुझे पता है. एक कोकोनट, ये सारे कोकोनट मिल्क है, और पहले का एक कोकोनट क्रीम पड़ा है. जरा देखो, नहीं होगा तो मैं कोकोनट मिल्क यूज कर लूंगी. नो प्रॉब्लम एट ऑल, डोंट वरी. ऑलराइट, सो दिस इज डन. नाउ आई एम एडिंग माय vegetables to the veg side. So I'm going to bring the vegetable wala hissa forward. Let this be on a low flame, and let me get my veggies here. Alright, so this is cooking, and here I've got the vegetable thing, so you can see it. And here I will bring the camera close so you guys can get a better view. I'm pretty sure you're getting the messy view right now, which I'm trying to avoid. Alright, तो यहाँ पे ये green paste मैंने डाल दिया. Okay. Now I'm adding my veggies. So like I said, नहीं, coconut cream ही use कर सकते हैं. Coconut cream है. थोड़े से पहले मैं ये डाल रही हूँ. Red and green bell peppers because they are the hardest and they take the maximum time to cook. So I've added that and then one by one I'm going to add some more. इधर ही है बाबू. मैंने उस last time बनाया था एक डब्बा पड़ा था. अच्छा ठीक है no problem, leave it. I'll use coconut milk. मेरे को coconut milk खोल के दे दो please. So I've ran out of coconut cream, no problem. So veggie वाला जो है वो unfortunately cream के साथ नहीं बनेगा. And my darling Sanjana tried to tell me to use फ्रेश क्रीम बट वो आप नहीं यूज कर सकते. I mean करना है तो कर सकते हैं पर वो आपको सेम फ्लेवर नहीं देगा. दिस इज अ rather big piece of broccoli, so just cutting that out because you want them to be cooked. And I like to keep the pieces थोड़ा सा बड़ा because you know when it gives you that bite you know कि वाकई exotic vegetables use किए हैं. So this is again a typical small town mentality कि भाई अगर आप expensive चीजें use कर रहे हैं तो पता तो चलना चाहिए कि expensive चीजें हैं. And I feel like I have done a little conjuicy with my green paste in the veg version. So I am adding a little bit of that, no problem. And now it's gone into my nose. Now can you see my face going red? Hello everyone. I'm a fan of yours, says Manjeet Singh. Thank you so much. How will we know the coconut milk is spoiled? Well, जो मैंने coconut milk देखा, immediately मुझे वो separated water और वो दिखा. देखो, अभी एक और coconut milk spoiled है. देखो चम्मच दो, मैं दिखाती हूँ लोगों को. उन्होंने पूछा कैसे पता चलता है. ये देखो, आपको दिख रहा है? ये नहीं दिखेगा आई थिंक. पानी और जो क्रीम है वो बिल्कुल सेपरेटेड है तो वो यूज नहीं कर सकते. One second, just giving a little wash to my hand. संजना, ये कढ़ाई भी मुझे छोटी लग रही है मेरे वेजिटेरियन उसके लिए. इसमें सब अटेगा नहीं आई सी. Okay, now I'm going in with all the other vegetables. The zucchini, broccoli तो हो गया. The mushrooms. I love mushrooms. Who else loves mushrooms? Tell me now. Now I want to use my flat spatula only because I don't want to break all my vegetables. Alright, so it's easy for me to toss it. Now I'm also adding my water chestnuts to this. And snow peas and tofu will go right in there. और ये जो vegetables आप देख रहे हैं जो बच गए हैं वो बचे नहीं रहेंगे because मैं उसे काफी सारी दूसरी चीजों में डालने वाली हूँ. Alright, giving a little toss to my chicken curry. Ooh, it's looking really nice. I'm going to come closer and show you. But the best part is कि इसमें बिल्कुल भी आपको उबाल नहीं आने देना है because the moment you boil it, you spoil the coconut milk, you spoil the whole, the consistency. मिल गया coconut cream. चलो निकाल लो इसको जल्दी से खोल दो हाँ because I'm going to add it now. All the veggies have gone in and now the coconut milk will go in. Till then I will show you that I am adding my sugar, which is my palm sugar. और ये palm sugar मेरे पास इतने टाइम से है, देखो खत्म होने वाला फाइनली है क्योंकि ये काफी दिन चलता है. I'm going to add some palm sugar to my chicken, about a tablespoon. And what I also like to add, which I forgot right in the beginning, is a slight pinch of dhania. And don't ask me why I do this because lately I feel that I miss that in my curry. Okay, so I'm just adding. I should have added it right when I'm sauteing it, but I've added it क्योंकि एक दो रेस्टोरेंट से जब मैंने ट्राई किया Thai curry उनके और मेरे थाई करी में सिर्फ यही फर्क था कि मुझे एक हल्का सा अंडरटोन ऑफ धनिया पाउडर आ रहा था. So I now like to add that to it. Okay, now my vegetables are done. I'm going to start adding the coconut milk to it. The ones that have been opened. Are you bringing me, Sanju? So like I said, आप किसी भी ब्रांड का यूज कर सकते हैं. कोई हार्ड एंड फास्ट रूल नहीं है कि एक ही ब्रांड का यूज करना है या जो ब्रांड का मैंने यूज किया वो यूज करना है. एक्सक्यूज मी. The spice has just gone into my throat. Time for a sip of water. Have you given me? Anju? There yet? Coconut cream? Okay. Oh, this is looking beautiful. I'm going to add some dhania powder to this as well. Very slight, like I said, just a little pinch. Okay, it might be a crazy thing to do, but I'm telling you, it makes a bit of a difference, and it kind of starts, the taste starts resembling that of, ठीक है ना? Okay. अब इसमें मैं थोड़ा सा coconut cream डाल रही हूँ. I'm just putting half in this because my quantity is less. 1 second. The quantity of vegetable gravy that I have made is less, although my veggies are looking beautiful. Ooh, nice. In fact, why am I doing कंजूसी? वो मेरा कहाँ गया हाफ जो मैंने अभी यूज किया? संजू ले गया अंदर? नहीं हाँ ठीक है ना. हाँ तो ये मैं पूरा ही डाल रही हूँ. कंजूसी क्यों करना, क्योंकि ग्रेवी वैसे भी मुझे थोड़ा सा और डालना ही पड़ेगा. Alright, so this is looking absolutely delish. Okay, it's time to show you how these things are looking. Let me bring things closer without dropping anything. Here is my veg curry, which you can see. Okay, and here is my non-veg curry. Can you see this? Looking beautiful, creamy. Of course, I will be doing the final presentation. Can you see the creamy sauce? It has not split. कई लोग इनफैक्ट मुझे स्टोरीज में पूछ रहे थे कि कभी हम डालते हैं कोकोनट मिल्क तो वो स्प्लिट कर जाता है. तो वो इसलिए स्प्लिट कर जाता है अगर आप बहुत उसे उबालना शुरू करें. तो ये आपने देखा कि बिल्कुल उबल नहीं रहा है. दोनों बिल्कुल ही लो फ्लेम्स में हैं. एंड यस संजना, हाँ, sorry, thank you. Okay, so a little bit of sugar, palm sugar is going into my veg as well, and I'm going to allow it to cool, slowly get dissolved. So now everything has gone in. Now what I'm going to do is clear my mess. In the end, the only thing that will go is the tofu. Alright, I'm just going to clean my counter so that what you see is a nice clean surface. I hate a messy counter, but trust me, cooking karne samay there are times when you cannot avoid it, so you just clean as you go. ठीक है, अगर थोड़ा mess हो जाए, clean as you go. All right. Okay, ये हो गया. अब I'll show you my tofu. I'm going to add. I'm not going to add the whole thing. Just going to add half of it. I'm going to actually keep half back in the fridge. This is extra firm tofu, which is going to go right in the end along with the snow peas. Alright? Because आप उसको डालोगे फिर उसे ज़्यादा हिलाओगे तो वो बिल्कुल टूट जाएगा. Alright? And tofu goes very well with green curry because again it's like a sponge. It absorbs, green curry or any curry for that matter, it absorbs all the flavors. So here are my snow peas जिन्हें मुझे इसके जो ends हैं वो snip out कर देना है. Just clean that out. There you go. And I'm now going to come to you to have a little tete-a-tete. Okay, now these are rather large, so I'm just cutting them into two so that they don't look too out of place. So again, when you're using vegetables, you have to keep in mind the size. Everything should look a little proportionate. Okay, it should not look out of the place. Koi zyada bada, koi zyada chota. They should all be in proportion with each other. So just give me 1 second to clean my hands again. And I'm coming to take your questions. Okay. Alright, I'm here to chit chat with you while this is happening. So, hi Armin. Ideally, honey should never be cooked or heated. You are right. Many people say that. So, I therefore never use honey here. Honey would be good, in fact, in a papaya salad if you need to. Absolutely right. Point taken and corrected. You should not add honey here, at least in this recipe, when you're trying to cook it out. Now, I have a spoon with which I'm going to check my vegetable gravy seasoning. It's lovely. Though I will add fish sauce, which I haven't added in the veg version. And fish sauce is a very, very important ingredient in Thai curry. So I've added that. It adds a little saltiness. Yes. I know you're going to say, veg में आपने fish sauce कैसे डाल दिया? वो इसलिए डाला क्योंकि मैं वेजिटेरियन नहीं हूँ, तो मेरे घर में जो लोग खाएंगे वो फिश सॉस खा सकते हैं. लेकिन आप जब वेज बना रहे हैं, do not put fish sauce because then that will defeat the purpose. If you want, you can add just a little salt and that's about that. Do not add any other sauce because अगर आप soy sauce भी डालोगे तो वो थोड़ा Chinese flavor आ जाएगा. So I would not recommend that as well. Alright, so there, and I need another spoon to check the seasoning of my veg, non-veg. Just checking the gravy. Oh, the chicken one is really good. The veg one will get its flavor very soon because it has less fish sauce and it didn't have fish sauce that time. Okay, don't kill me. Vegetarians, I'm again repeating myself. Veg mein aap fish sauce nahi daliye. Alright? Okay, Ramnik, hello. Amritsari chole. Okay, chole should be fun. ठीक है, बनाते हैं छोले one of these days. ठीक है, अगली बार जब बनाएंगे घर का खाना जब करेंगे. Is there a special technique to open a can of palm sugar? Well, my palm sugar literally came in this dabba, so I didn't have a can. And any can be opened with a can opener. Sanju, हमारा can opener दिखाओ ना, because whenever you use tins, that's what we use. So I'll show you the can opener. And you regularly prefer chicken in all your recipes? Well, no. In fact, मेरे घर के recipes में आपने जब देखा है, last Friday I made palak paneer. उसके पहले I have also made matar paneer. फिर I have made lot of other vegetarian recipes. So हमारे घर में बहुत सारे vegetables बनते हैं. And in fact, अभी भी मैं जो बना रही हूँ, मैं एक तरफ veg Thai curry बना रही हूँ और एक तरफ chicken Thai curry बना रही हूँ. So, but yes, we are non-vegetarians and we eat meat. Here, this is a can opener and you can use this. आप online भी order कर सकते हो and you can open your cans with this. All right. Swapnil says, you're mind-blowing. Thank you. 2 dishes at the same time. I decided to make 2 dishes at the same time only because I know that it's doable. It's the same thing, same ingredients पड़ रहे हैं, except एक vegetables के साथ बन रहा है और एक में fish sauce नहीं जा रहा है और दूसरे में fish sauce जा रहा है and chicken जा रहा है. So that was the only difference. So of course, it was totally doable. Hi guys. Hi Amit Pani. Hi. I have used the green paste, which is a ready-made one, out of a jar, which is called Namjai. You can use Real Thai. I don't know if Real Thai makes paste. I'm sure they make it. I've used their noodles, but I'm not sure of the paste. I've also used Blue Elephant paste, which I quite love. So you can use of your choice because Although I do have access to all the aromatics and I can make the paste, but you know, they also have shrimp paste inside it, dried shrimp paste. So वो authentic flavor नहीं आ पाता, and I just don't think we really need to go so out of the way to create and, you know, make that. So I use the aromatics for that added flavor, and then I just use the curry paste. So that's what I do. Aquarian says, you're a great inspiration. Personally, I don't like Thai food, but you're provoking me to. Hey, you have to try Thai food, and it is so easy to make, guys. I love Thai food only because it is so easy to make. Like I said, and you can challenge me on this. I can make the entire meal of a couple of appetizers, Thai curry, pad Thai, papaya salad, everything in 1 hour, and you won't even know how time has flown by, and it really is that easy. But here, now this is done, and I am just now going to add my tofu to it. And my snow peas. Okay, just gonna give it a little stir. In fact, this flame is also high, so I'm going to transfer this here because I don't want it to boil. All right, so just gonna add it. Snow peas have a beautiful crunch, and that's why you want to add it right in the end so that it gets it maintains its crunch. And here goes in the rest of the tofu as well. This is done, and now what am I going to do? I am going to add the most favorite ingredient of mine to finish it, and that is my lovely fresh basil leaves. Okay, so I've washed and kept these here. These absolutely aromatic fresh basil leaves. You're gonna cut them off, take off the stem, okay, and take out the leaves, and you're gonna add it to both the curries. I'm also going to add right in the end some lime leaves for garnish. I'm going to be now doing the final plating, so you can get ready for it. Like I told you, I already have the rice ready. Okay, so here you go. In fact, I'm not going to add it to the whole thing, only because I am going to have this for dinner, which is going to be later. And if I add all my basil leaves right now, I will lose the flavor. So I'm just going to do the ones in which I have to plate. All right, so I'm just prepping my presentation. Some lime leaves. Okay, remove the stalks. I have some red chillies. Cut them 1 into 2. Lots more here. Okay, remove the stalk. Okay, I love my pea aubergines, and they really add a lot to the flavor, so I don't like to conjusify with it. There you go. I'm shutting both the flames, keeping all of this ready, and now it's time for my final presentation. So get ready for it. Okay, let's start with the veg. So veg के लिए ये मैंने bowl ये रखा था, and where is my green spatula? Here it is. I'm going to serve the veg curry gently. Add all the colors to it, so it looks beautiful. Ooh, the khushboo is so lovely, guys. It's absolutely divine. I do want chestnut on top. Yeah, I got that. And now some fresh basil leaves will go in here. Okay, and I'm going to give it a little toss very gently because I want it to go inside and start imparting the flavors. And I have some more basil leaves here which are no longer pretty enough for garnish. Okay, so never mind. My lime leaves will come here. Some red chillies. Got it. Woo! There you go. Yes, Sanjana, do you need something? Okay. Let me show this to you. My green veg Thai curry. There it is. And now I'm going to plate my non-veg and no, okay. इसको मैं इधर कैसे लाऊंगी सजना? I think I need your help. इस जगह प्लीज थोड़ा क्लियर कर दो ना, जब तक मैं नॉन-वेज को चॉपिंग बोर्ड उधर कर दूं. Okay, just 1 second. I'm going to do that and lift my chopping board here. And if you see this tissue, this is the trick to keep your chopping board in place. तो क्या होता है कि आप जब चॉप कर रहे होते हैं तो वो मूव करने लगता है. So you have to wet a tissue paper and keep it below your chopping board so it doesn't move. So here is a nice platter, not a platter, a platform rather, which I have created, which is where I'm going to take all my pictures now. And the rice and the veg Thai curry is here. You can see it, yes. And now I'm going to serve the chicken curry in this. And there you go. Ooh, it's looking lovely. यहाँ जो पीछे तुम लोग ऐसे विस्पर करते हो, मुझे लगता है मुझे कुछ बोलने की कोशिश कर रहे हो. I'm going to clean the sides of this. You always have to have a nice clean presentation. Place this here. I'm coming to you. I'm just going to add my basil leaves to it first. Put them inside because I didn't usually. What I do is I add it to the gravy right in the end and give it a nice stir, which I haven't done right now because I want to do it right in the end when I'm serving, right? So some nice red chilies, and after that I have to be careful with my fingers that are going to burn. Okay, and now I'm looking for a chotu basil leaf sprig which I can add. And I don't find any. I found one. Okay, it's not so pretty, but just 1 second. Okay, never mind. This will have just a leaf like this going right in here. I think thoda sa different bhi hona chahiye. What do you think? La la la. Let me bring this closer to you. My Thai chicken green curry looking absolutely delightful. And if you notice, I have not added anything extra to add color. This is truly the color that you get in the restaurant. But if you really want to see something green, please do not add any green color. What you can do is थोड़े से basil लीजिए, थोड़ा सा पालक को प्योरे कर लीजिए और उसे मिला के उसे छान लीजिए. मतलब पालक और बेसिल को साथ में प्योरे करके उसे छान लीजिए. साइलेंस प्लीज. और उसके जो जूस निकलेगा उसे आप उसमें करी बनाने समय हल्का सा डाल सकते हैं. अगर आप छानेंगे नहीं तो यू आर गोइंग टू सी दैट लिटिल very small tiny particles of basil and palak floating around. You don't want that. So remember this tip. If you want to make it greener, you can puree some palak and some basil leaves and you can chano it and use that little juice and add the color. Now, should I attempt to really bring this closer or should I bring this closer? I think that's better, right? Ooh, looks beautiful, doesn't it? So here's my veg curry, here's my chicken curry, and here's my jasmine rice, and I'm feeling rather happy about it. But I also know I have a lot more cooking to do right now, and I will see if I can manage to get those pictures, but I'm not promising, because जब आप actually family के लिए बनाते हो ना, सबको जल्दी 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 चाहिए और गरम 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 चाहिए, तो आधा टाइम तो फोटो लेने का टाइम ही नहीं मिलता है. So that's where the problem arises. But I hope you like this recipe. If you have any particular questions that were not answered during this live, please DM me and I will try and respond to it. You make cooking enjoyable. Thank you. That's the whole point. It's also entertainment. It's also conversations, and it's also great food, right? तो ये मेरे घर का खाना है और इसे मैं कई बार क्या almost once a week या at least once in 2 weeks मुझे order आ ही जाता है कि अरे यार आज थाई करी हो जाए, थाई cuisine हो जाए. तो मैं इसे बहुत बार बना चुकी हूँ, and this literally has become a staple in my family, if I must say, a staple weekend food. And this is the bell of my son. वो बजाता रहता है. You can hear it. Upload butter chicken recipe. Okay, we'll do butter chicken also. Somebody wants chole, somebody wants butter chicken. We'll do that. Let's do some dessert. Yes, in fact, अगले हफ्ते मैं सोच रही हूँ कोई खीर करूँ, because कई लोग मुझे खीर की रिक्वेस्ट दे रहे हैं. अगर आपको भी खीर देखना है तो मुझे आप बताइए कि कौन सा खीर आप चाहते हैं. The person who's been requesting me a lot wants simple rice kheer. I just find it very simple. That's why I haven't shared it yet. But if you want to see it, we can do a nice Punjabi. Actually, खीर तो सभी जगह बनता है, अलग अलग उसके नाम होते हैं. पर मेरे घर में जैसा बनता है वैसा मैं आपको बना के दिखा सकती हूँ. And somebody wants chole. What else do you want? If you want kheer, what variety of kheer you want? You can definitely let me know. Vidhi, hi. More vegetarian recipes, please. Yes, what I have started doing is I do a non-veg recipe once, and the other week I do a vegetarian recipe. So I'm trying to keep a balance. और आज मैंने दोनों किया है. Okay, so I think I should get a pat on my back. I have done Thai veg curry and chicken curry both for you, and both the recipes will be shared and this live will be shared on my feed. So I hope I haven't disappointed you today. Chicken lasagna recipe. Okay, we'll do chicken lasagna recipe too very soon. Dal makhani. Okay, dal bukhara. All right, we'll do that. Somebody wants something ashleel. I'm going to totally ignore that, because such people should go take a hike. I would serve the curry with jasmine rice, absolutely, and I have shown the jasmine rice here. I really highly recommend jasmine rice for Thai curry, because it really adds to the flavor of the gravy, and it has a starchy, creamy feel. जो मैंने पहले भी बोला, आपको लगेगा कि आप रेस्टोरेंट में बैठ के थाई करी खा रहे हैं, या फिर इवन बेटर आपको लगेगा थाईलैंड में बैठ के थाई करी खा रहे हैं. ऑलराइट, where do you get baby eggplant? मुझे ना ये पूरा पैकेट मिलता है मेरे सब्जी वाले के पास से. 200 ग्राम का पैकेट होता है, और उसी में वो सारा, उसको मैं बोलती हूँ बड़े मुझे थाई मिक्स दे दो, तो वो थाई मिक्स दे देता है. तो मुझे लगता है कि ये सब जगह अभी अवेलेबल है कि नहीं मुझे नहीं पता, इसीलिए मैंने 1-2 सब्स्टिट्यूट्स भी बताए हैं आपको. जो बेसिल है उसके बदले आप जो हमारे तो इंडियन तुलसी है वो ले सकते हैं, यूज कर सकते हैं, बट ट्रस्ट मी वो सेम फ्लेवर नहीं इम्पार्ट करेगा, बट एटलीस्ट यू विल फील समथिंग, जैसे कि कुछ तो है. और आप उसमें थोड़ा सा नींबू डाल सकते हैं, नींबू का पत्ता यूज कर सकते हैं इंस्टेड ऑफ काफिर लाइम लीव्स. आई हैव गिवन ऑल द सब्स्टिट्यूट्स इन द बिगिनिंग ऑफ द वीडियो, सो आई एम प्रीटी श्योर यू विल बी एबल टू सी व्हाट्स हैपनिंग. बट for now, I think I just realized that we have gone past 1 hour, so I better hang up, or rather better shut this video before I'm not able to share it, and I will definitely answer any other questions that I've missed out. So just DM me, guys. Hope you enjoyed this recipe. Here it is, and I'm going to be sharing pictures and recipes very soon. Love you guys. Thank you for joining in. Bye bye.